we're going to break down in this video a exact script and roadmap for you to go from zero, if that's where you're at, or even a couple units wherever you are, to add at least 100 units to your portfolio very, very quickly. Everyone wants to own lots of units of multifamily. How do you scale your business from zero or wherever up to 100 units or more? Here's the truth. It's not about making a giant leap. It's maybe not about going out there buying yourself a 100-unit apartment complex, because maybe that's what some guru that's selling you a bullshit $15,000 course is telling you that you need to do. This video is not exactly about that, because I'm not selling you a course. I do have a free program though. You guys want free? I got a free email course because I created this really real practical stuff that we've learned along the way. So how about a free course on how to buy your first apartment building? If you download the free course, there is exact steps on what to do to get your first apartment building under contract and closed and managed and profitable, okay? I'll tell you more about that at the end, or if you want to grab that now, the link is in the description. Okay, guys, let's talk about the starting point, getting moving. Let's say you were not born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you don't have a trust fund with $10 million in it or whatever, and you're starting with limited capital. Like the rest of us, like I did, like a lot of us are doing now, and getting going in your real estate investing career. And that may be what's standing in your way in getting going in your real estate investing business is dollars and cents, right? So if you don't have the dollars and cents, this segment's for you. That's okay. Your first move, buy a 2 to 4 unit that you can add value to. Live in it. If you're single, or if you and your spouse are like totally enrolled in this real estate investing journey as they should be, maybe you can buy yourself a house hack, a 2, 3, 4 unit building, and move into it. That is by far and away the best way to own multifamily like that, with the best loan terms you're ever going to get. You house hack it, you fix it up, you raise rents, you build equity quickly, and the rent that your residents are paying you for the property that you're in is now likely covering, if not all of, most of your overhead expenses for yourself. So you're living there for free. That's how I got started. I had a 3-bedroom house, rented out 2 bedrooms to 2 buddies of mine. The rent they were paying covered my mortgage, and I had a good job that I was making money from, and I was living in the house for free. Okay. So you buy a duplex for 300 grand, depending on the market you're in, maybe that's a good number, who knows, right? You renovate it, you do the work. Maybe you're handy, do the work yourself. I got a lot of friends doing that. A lot of my friends who bigger pockets are doing that work too. You increase the rents, it appraises for 400 grand. That's $100,000 in new equity, which you can tap part of which through a home equity line of credit, and you can pull that equity down to do your next deal. You've created a bridge into your next deal by buying something for this that's covering your living expenses while you go and make it worth this. And you can take this little bump that you've created and roll it down and snowball it into the next deal, 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 the next deal. Okay. So that's number one. That's your starting point. If you've already got a couple of units, or you're not in a living situation where you can buy a small multifamily, you likely could skip this step. There's a lot of people that tell me that house hack is not right for them, but I think that you got to ask yourself, how bad do you want financial freedom? And how much could your lifestyle shift a little bit so that you can achieve that financial freedom? Okay. Ask yourself that question, and you can make your own decision from there. Moving on up, the equity leapfrog strategy, okay? Let's talk about that. This is where things get fun. That 100 grand in equity you made in your other property, you can do a cash out refinance or a HELOC, as I said before, and take that money and unlock it. And that could be 6 to 12 monthly payments on a multifamily you want to buy. If you unlock 100 grand, you're able to pull down 100 grand in a home equity line of credit on that duplex, quadruplex you bought, okay, over here. If you pull down 100 grand, that could be the monthly payment or your down money on a bigger property, okay? Now you're playing a different game. You got more units, you're making more cash flow. You can still play the value add game because you learned how to do it. This quadruplex you're in to begin, right? That took you to school. And now you learned, okay, this is how I renovate a kitchen. This is the contractor I want to hire to renovate kitchens, or this is how I do it myself. Whatever it may be, whatever mechanism you did to do the value add in that 4-unit property that you bought, you can now use that same mindset, that same implementation strategy, and buy the 6 units around the corner from that 4-unit using the home equity line of credit that you created as your down money, and go and do it. This fact doesn't apply as much with a 3 to 4 family, but there's a factor that kicks in once you get into real commercial real estate, 6, 12 units, that kind of stuff. And of course, up and up and up from there. And that is the concept of forced appreciation. Let me break it down for you real quick. Let's say you buy a 10-unit apartment building and you pay 900 grand. Okay, 90 grand a door. That's about right these days for a 10-unit apartment building. You put 150 grand down using your refi equity, maybe some of your own cash, or maybe a private investor's money as that bridge. Okay, you improve it over 18 months, not overnight, right? You increase NOI by 10 grand. That's reasonable on a 10-unit apartment building. That's $1,000 per year per unit. You could just, push rents a little bit in your units. That's 80, 90 bucks a month per door by doing kitchen rehabs and by doing interior rehabs, or maybe you reduce the expenses by $10,000 a year by adjusting the utilities or repairing water leaks. I've owned properties where just repairing water leaks itself saved me 10 grand. Okay, so there's a lot of ways you could save 10,000 on a property or make 10,000 more in the bottom line by increasing revenue or by decreasing expenses. But whatever you have in this scenario, you create 10,000 in bottom line cash flow to the property. Now you've increased the NOI, the net operating income, by $10,000. That raises the value by 150 grand. So you paid $900,000 for the property at a 6% cap rate, which there's tons of videos on this YouTube channel about cap rates. I don't have enough time in this video to explain all the terms. There's tons of videos on my channel about terms, about NOI, cap rate, all that stuff. So if you don't know what those things are, just write those words down. Cap rate, NOI, whatever, and then look them up on the channel search on my channel. So cap rate is at 6 cap, 10 grand in NOI, makes the property worth 150,000 more. You've forced the property up in appreciation, and that bump in value has nothing to do with what the property next door sold for. What's beautiful about commercial real estate is it gets itself out of valuing it based on what the neighborhood around it is selling for as a single family home, is maybe the home that you own or you're sitting in right now would. With the valuation of commercial real estate changes, it goes off of how much money it makes. That's it. If the property makes more money, it's worth more. There you go, right? So you make 10 grand, you're worth 150 more. Now you've got even more equity, okay? You've unlocked some of it on the home that you're living in, hopefully that quadruplex you bought, and now you've got 150 value bump in that slightly larger property that you bought, okay? Maybe you refinance again, and this is the key. Use this as a track record to get attention to yourself to find first investor. For someone that wants to invest with you. This book will cost you 20 bucks. Go grab a copy of Raising Private Capital. Get it on Amazon. Make sure you buy Raising Private Capital on Amazon or from Bigger Pockets. The new version with a foreword by Pace Morby. It'll help you attract your first investor. And you can point to the apartment building job that you did. You can point to the quadruplex that you did as well. And you're like, I created 250 grand in value in the last 2 years. Look at the amount of money I've created through forced appreciation through value add, okay? Then that takes you to phase 3, which is called partnering for scale. Now, maybe you, Mr. or Mrs. Viewer, have already done some of these things. And this is really where you need to break out your notebook and start paying attention here in this video, because you've already done a few deals. This is how you go from here to here. I've been talking to my folks that don't own any rental properties yet. Right? That's what I've been talking to so far. But if you already own some rental properties, this is where you break out your notepad and start listening. And this is where the rubber really hits the road for my friends that are listening that don't own anything yet. You make the shift psychologically of buying things with your own money, as you've done up till now, and recycling the value you've created to using OPM, other people's money, for your deals, right? You've done a couple deals, got a story, build yourself a track record, go get yourself a website. They're super cheap to get. Point to the deals you've got. Talk about why you're amazing. Talk about why you are great at what you do. You've been doing this for a while now, whether you've done the duplex to 10 unit method or you've already done a few deals already. You already should know what greatness, well, I got one, you bring to real estate investing. If you don't know what greatness you bring to real estate investing, I'll tell it to you for free. Go to DeRosaGroup.com, go to our tools tab and grab a free copy of our superpower assessment. It'll take you all of 5 minutes. The assessment, right? A little quiz that'll tell you how you're great at real estate investing and what greatness you have that should be used in your real estate investing business. The bottom line, guys, is you got to tell your story. Tell why you're great, the deals that you've done, okay? Take some photos, get some good track records, before and after pictures. You should be taking pictures that like be an absolute shutterbug of all the deals that you've done. Whether it's I made this property, look at this ugly, nasty property I bought that looked like this. Look at this awful 1972 looking kitchen. I made that kitchen look like this, and I increased rents from here to here, and I made this property worth this much more in the work that I did. Pound your chest, brag about yourself a little bit on your website. That's what people want to hear. They want to hear that they're investing with a winner. So make sure they understand you to be a winner when they look at your website and the real work that you've done. And this is how real estate investors scale. They don't do it alone. They do it by creating win-win relationships with passive investors. Passive investors that join along with somebody who's winning, who's creating a real sustainable business for themselves. The passive investor gets to take their money away from Wall Street or for wherever else it is and put it into a growing, thriving business that's maybe right around the corner from where they live, right? Rinse and repeat. 10 units becomes 35. Then that 35 units becomes 60. Then it becomes 100 plus, right? You scale that way. There is a rule that I've told many students over the years, or people that have approached me for advice. Double your portfolio every time you do a deal, right? You started this video with a 4 unit, right? You double up and maybe you do an 8 unit. Then you do a 16, then you do a 32, then you do a 64, then 128, and then off to the races from there, right? The growth feels slow in the beginning, but it happens very, very quickly once you abide by the rules of raising money from other people, applying your skill sets, your greatness to this business, and capturing real data to show what people can use to prove you have the track record. Okay. Now let's get to the real roadmap of how you guys can do it. Let me break it down for you again. Okay. Year one, you buy a duplex, quadruplex, triplex, whatever it may be, as long as you can get that very affordable, very low money down, government-backed financing, 5% down money that goes towards buying small multifamily that you're living in, right? That's step one. Buy one of those. Year number two, use the equity in that, buy yourself a double-digit something, maybe an 8 unit. I can accept that. That's fine. But maybe buy an 8, a 10, a 12, whatever that may be in year two. Okay. Then you go and pass a hat around and raise capital from those that are hearing you talk about this real estate investing journey you're in. Because by that point, people should be hearing about the great work that you're doing and saying, you're that guy that invests in real estate. I keep hearing about you. Yeah. You invest in real estate? Yeah, I do invest in real estate. That's how you do that. That's in year three. You've raised capital to buy a 25, 30, 40 unit. Okay. Then years forward, you're doing some joint ventures. You're buying larger properties. You're maybe getting a little more complex in the efforts that you've done. Okay. This is not magic, guys. This is momentum. This is just snowballing the things over and over and over again. By the way, I just saved you guys like 15 grand from having to pay some guru about how to buy a multifamily. I just told you how to do it. There it is. You got it for free. So if you want to hear more from DeRosa and you want to learn from DeRosa, go out and grab this How to Buy Your First Apartment Building course that we have. You're going to get an email course. You're going to send you an email on a regular basis with instructions on what to do, a video series and homework and all that kind of stuff. It is free, capital F, free, okay? And it walks you through the full process on how to go and get out there and locate and close your first reasonable size multifamily deal. You can use this process for the 25 unit that I talked about, for the 50, 60, even 100, 200 unit, right? Go grab a copy of that. This is the playbook that I wish I had when I was going from single family into multifamily. I wish I had this. I just kind of bumped through it and stumbled my way through. Use the steps in this process here. You guys took some notes because this is a little bit of a detailed video with specific actionable steps that you guys can take. But if you do the things I talked about, you're going to make money. You're going to achieve financial freedom step by step, not overnight. Sorry, it doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen very quickly, probably faster than you think. Grab the link in the video and I'll see you on the inside, guys. See you in the next video. Hey guys, if you like what I talk about in this video, real estate investing, scaling up to multifamily, doing bigger deals, if you liked all that stuff, subscribe to this channel so you can see videos like this and comments on current events and all the cool stuff we talk about here on the DeRosa Group YouTube channel every week. So click that subscribe button, like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you every week for new videos as we release them.